Welcome back. It's time for our DIY segment. But before we get into that, remember that the show is interactive. This is Breakfast Daily on Citi TV, and you can text us using the WhatsApp number 0550-585-832, or of course use the hashtag Breakfast Daily across all social media networks. And now today on our DIY segment, we're looking at, tips that you can use to make sure that your makeup lasts all day long. Ladies, this is for you. But guys, I tell you, if you have a lady in your life, and after 1 hour, when you're at some wedding or you're at dinner, you're at an event, her face starts running and melting like chocolates, you need to pay attention to this too, and call her to pay attention as well. And so I have the best person for the job, Grace Johnson. She's the head makeup artist with Colorbox Cosmetics Limited. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm very
I
happy
love
to
your
be here.
look. Happy to have you here. Okay,
you.
so let's get started. What are the first things we need to know when it comes to makeup so that we can have it lasting long?
Yeah, first of all, you need to know that the human skin would react. It does not matter what you put on your face. You can reduce the rate at which your skin reacts, but your skin would react to foreign product on your face, and it's normal.
Okay.
Now, every single person produces oil differently. Some people are way oilier than others. And because of where we...
Sounds like me.
Because of the country, the part of the world we are in, the sun also doesn't help us. So there are a few things. And I had a meeting with my boss yesterday, and we discovered that besides, everybody preaches setting spray, good setting spray, which is very necessary, good primer, skin prep, to just make your skin relax before you put it on. But besides that, there's something that we think is very vital that a lot of people overlook because they're scared of it, and that is using loose powder. Yes. So I'm going to be using some of our products.
So let's talk about the difference between loose powder and then
the pressed powder.
The pressed powder.
So for generations,
that's what most of us use,
exactly.
Right? The pressed powder.
Yes,
the one pons.
Exactly. Yeah, for generations, like our grandmas, everybody has been used to, that one. And it does has its advantages. But because of the way the loose powder is, it has the ability to keep it's like Pampers. That's a very weird analogy. But it has the ability to keep absorbing throughout the day. And I'll show you tricks on how to make, how to just put yourself in a favorable place and there's a glow,
yes,
and then there's just oily, like this thing will come off, not that. So that the powder would help. I'll show you how to use it.
Okay, great. So where do we get started? She has a bit of makeup on already.
Yeah, if I went step by step, we would not finish today.
Okay.
But I think I can demonstrate with this. Now, what a lot of people don't do is that you need the loose powder as you start the makeup before you put foundation on. So let's use our imaginations here.
Okay.
So one of the places one of the places you sweat the most, right?
Yes.
Where is your most oily?
T-zone.
Exactly. So most of us have like very shiny nose and forehead. So the thing that you do is that after you do your skin prep, so you have put your moisturizer, you've prepped your skin. The first thing you do is that you use your loose powder, and this is one of our brushes. Yes, this is one of our best sellers. It's sold out. We just got it, but I'm so excited. So what I normally do is that I put a little bit of loose powder.
Okay.
And it's not a joke. A little goes a long way. I know we see a lot of things on Instagram and those places, but please don't pile it on.
Don't pile it on.
Yeah, so you dab it off on your finger,
and
then you attack the zones. And what I love about this brush is that you can go directly to the point. So you just press it in lightly. This is before you put the foundation. This is before you put the foundation.
So it shouldn't be a big brush. It needs to be a brush that can get under your eye.
And I like this because it's dense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it holds the powder.
Exactly.
It's not just falling off all over the place. I understand.
Oh
we've suffered in this life. You don't know.
Those that know. So as you can see, I'm pressing the powder in all the places, and it's very strategic pressing. So that, because if it's too bright, then you find out that your face is disproportionate. Hey, mind the show. So I'm pressing on her chin because she gets oily there too, a little on her nose. And then, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So after
you
you
also
do this,
need to know your skin
Exactly.
and where the oil comes out. Okay.
so even naturally on your day-to-day, you just notice that I'm always wiping my forehead or I'm always wiping my nose, or some people, it's even their eyelids. That one is another story for another day, but this is just for the face.
Okay.
Yeah. So after you do this, so skin prep, you've put your powder on, and then you put your foundation. So the foundation, so you have like one layer to catch the
oil.
the oil
before
already.
you get to the foundation.
Exactly. And then the next one is our beauty blender. Now what I love about this beauty blender is that it's not just round, there is a side that is flat. So this flat side is what we use to bake.
Okay.
Now I know a lot of people are like, we don't bake, and in this our weather you gotta.
So what's baking for those who don't,
Baking-
for the uninitiated?
Yeah, baking is the art. Wow. I know. I feel like I'm answering some weird question. I'm trying to think of
No,
it.
it's a wire question.
Okay, so baking is the art of using loose powder to press on the point of your face that you feel are most oily.
Okay.
So one of the main reasons is that it brightens the under eye.
Okay.
Because a lot of us have like dark circles. The under the eye are deep seated, and for you to have a lifted look, you need to brighten the under of the eye. So baking does that.
Okay.
And the longer you keep the powder on, the brighter it is. So you see some people that they put the powder around under the eye in the T-zone, and then they go off to do other stuff. They do the lashes, and the person is just looking like bright.
Yes.
Because they want it to be very bright, and that's you see that in bridal makeup, because she's going to dance, she's going to sweat, her mother-in-law is going to hug her and take this part off. Oh God. Yeah. So basically, that is what baking is about.
Okay.
Just to make it last longer.
Okay.
So the good thing about this this beauty blender is that you have the round side that you can use in blending your concealer and setting everything, and then you have this flat side which lies perfectly on your face.
Okay.
So you let your client or yourself, when you look in the mirror, just look up, and then you press. You see, it has a sharp angle, so you can go right in here.
To the corner.
Exactly.
Okay.
And always remember that when you make a straight line besides your nose, it makes the nose smaller. So for all those people, all our aunties, and I have a lot of friends that are very secure about their nose. Your nose is beautiful, but if you want to make it smaller, this is an easy way.
Without surgery.
All right, so you brighten the under eye by doing this,
Okay.
and the longer you leave it on, the brighter the face would be.
Okay.
Yeah. So just put a little here, and if I want the nose to be like super sharp, always remember to dust off. I take this sharp part and I just place it.
Okay.
So she has
If you want the nose to look a bit pointy.
pointy, that's the word. Yeah. So this is a way of, it's almost like reverse contouring. No contouring, you use like dark.
Yes.
But this is like you brighten so that the darkness shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is, I know she looks scary now. You don't look scary. Don't look, I'm sorry. I mean, she looks different.
You don't
She
look
looks
scary.
different. But, oh God.
So-
But it's part of the process.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so let's speed this up. So now that we've done this, foundation would go on. Okay.
No, we
Oh,
already
before
have the
that.
foundation.
Okay, foundation is on
So
already at
this is after
point.
you've done your foundation, your concealer,
Okay.
and you want to lift the face.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the final step. So I personally, okay, so let me just give this for free. Your pressed powder comes into play, and one of the things about pressed powder is that pressed powders are normally matched to your skin, but normally these loose powders are made for a spectrum, so they are normally brightening. So I would advise that when you're done, you set the entire thing, like you just use your brush. This is our CB5.
Okay.
So you can use that to just put the powder that is exactly your skin tone all over
it.
and then you can now use the beauty blender to brighten where you
Okay.
want to brighten.
Okay.
And then when you're done, you just gently, one of the reasons I like this brush is that it can go under the eye and it's not very, targeted blending.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. and then press.
Press.
Yes. So you brush it off.
So pressing is important.
Pressing is important because you are trying to layer so that as the oil comes,
The powder can catch it.
can catch it. And it takes longer.
It's like having a tissue on your face all day.
Exactly. And one thing that people don't know is that the like dissolves like. So the oils in the skin has the ability to dissolve some foundations.
Oh.
Yeah, that is why
That's the science behind it.
And that is why when you see the aunties like, oh, take the tissue, wipe your face. Say, auntie, thank you. No. What you're supposed to do is that the more powder you have, the lesser the possibility of the foundation lifting.
Okay.
So when there's not too much powder, it's just foundation. Once your skin mixes with that foundation,
Then
once you put any, it's going.
So create layers of powder.
Exactly.
And
So
make sure you press.
Exactly.
Press.
Exactly.
Okay.
And finally, this is my favorite one. This is actually one of our most expensive brushes, but one of the best sold ones too. This is for your handbag. So one of the challenges we found is that you can't carry this. If you're going for a party, this is too long for your purse.
No.
Yeah. So what we do is that you take your pressed powder. So I only have loose powder. So
Okay.
you take your pressed powder and you dip your brush in it.
Okay.
And then you save it. So when you go to the bathroom, you feel like, you're at the party, you've been dancing. Instead of going to pick tissue from the bathroom and press and you have the marks of the tissue on your face, this is the best. More layering to protect it and to prevent it from lifting. So like right now, she's going out, she's, going to have fun. She goes to the bathroom and then she sees that there's some part of her face that is oily. She quickly just dabs.
Layer.
Exactly. At the same, to trap the oil.
So then we should avoid tissue.
Up.
So
Like
we should
a
be
plate.
using more of the
Because
powder
I've
on
seen so
brush,
many girls,
powder on
they
brush.
come and then there's patches of tissue on their face or there's some pattern of some ginyami or something on their face because they went to use some tissue. Yeah.
I like
so
it.
so this is actually one of our best kept secrets. And it's so pretty. It can just be in your purse, nobody would know.
Cute.
It's
It is
really cute.
It is cute. Well, okay. Grace Johnson. See why I love Grace. She has all the answers. So we've been speaking to Grace Johnson. She's with Color Box Cosmetics and she's been teaching us some great tips. So pressed powder is important, layering the powder, and the loose powder.
Loose powder.
Loose powder you use before you even do your foundation.
Exactly.
When you've done your foundation, use some of it to bake with a beauty blender, and if you have one of hers that she showed to, I mean, that's all the better. You have a flat side layer, and then as you go along the day, make sure you layer powder. Don't use tissue. I think that's the greatest takeaway.
Yes.
Don't use tissue,
use tissue.
because it leaves, like you said, ginyami and
Yeah.
some circles and things on your face. Just have a brush with some powder, and if you have one like hers, it's great.
Yeah.
And then you're good to go. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Grace.
You-
Thank you, and thank you to our model.
I know.
I feel very elevated.
So we'll go for a quick break, and when we return, more inciting and exciting conversations.